City of Allen. The other day I went fishing on the other side over there and fished, forgot the name of that place, but I was using this baby right here. This smallest scorpion BFS XG on the lightning rod and a yellow rooster tail. So a 1/16 ounce. And today we'll do a once around and see where it takes us, and maybe see if we get a fish or two. Trying to figure out if I want to go that way or if I want to go this way. You know, the dilemmas that you have when you go out fishing like this. Anyhow, it's about 2 o'clock. Temperatures are pretty dang awesome, especially for a February day. Oh, okay. And this water is very clear, very clear. So let me just go ahead and work the pond and let's see if we get some bites. I think we hit the 80s yesterday, and then today I think we're in the 80s as well. So maybe there's like a potential for a real good bite now that we've got a couple of days of good warm weather. I know I did well at the tail end of the other day. I think it was like Friday. Yeah, I think it was Friday. Right around sunset, sunrise. Oh, wait a minute. Right around sunset, I was getting some hits on some bass in the shallows. So let's see what today's catch will be here at Sonic Pond in City of Allen, Texas. Metroplex just north of, or city just north of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And I'm just going to stick with this steady retrieve and see where that takes us. Let me see if I can adjust the camera just slightly. You guys have a better view of where I'm casting. All right. And I'm using 2-pound Stren mono. And nothing fancy, just basically rinse and repeat, cast, and just make sure the blade is moving. And other than that, you're good to go. So we just started. Let's see if the bite's on here at Sonic Pond. And the reason why I call it Sonic Pond is because Sonic Drive-In is just right over there. All right, we'll just kind of work it, go in and out, further, closer. Just kind of play it by ear. I did bring some other lures with me that might help out if they're tending deeper. Okay. Let's just kind of play it by ear. Again, it's a Super Bowl Sunday, so some folks may be a little excited with their teams. I'm already snagged, yeah. Yours truly's team did not make it. Dallas. Oh well. But hey, there's next year, as others would say. Okay, this water's really clear. Very clear. Holy cow. I got the polarized sunglasses. I'm seeing easily about 20 feet out and about 3-4 foot down, but I'm not seeing much fish activity yet. So cross my fingers we hook into them here in a little bit. Howdy, howdy. I see some folks joining. Appreciate you guys joining today. Doing a little mobile fishing live stream in real life, IRL. So it's no editing. Everything's just happening live as you see. Mistakes and all. And I tend to backlash on these babies, so have some fun with that, huh? All right. But I'm pretty certain, well, no, I'll say that right now. Let's just keep fishing. All right. Let's just fish it. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should shift over to a different lure, or maybe just kind of work this one a little bit slower so it just moves through the water column deeper. Let's go further out. I'm gonna let it do a little countdown here and see what happens. Okay, a little countdown retrieve. Keeping it low. All right. Okay, I'm not seeing anything follow it, and I definitely got some good visual sight of everything. And I did bring the proof ball, so if I get anything, I can proof ball it. Get a AI generated measurement estimate of the fishy's measurements. Let's go this way. Come on, work it slow. Come on, come on. Working it slow. And I hadn't fished this one yet this year, Sonic Pond. We had that winter storm come through and kind of still have like a little cold that I caught from this second winter storm that came by. But I'm hoping that the fish will be biting regardless. All right, and we did, oh, there's a hit right there. Oh, a little bass came up behind it. Guess they want a slower retrieve. Maybe I'll let it sink a little bit too. A little sinky retrieve here. He just kind of tailed it. He came right behind it and I just barely saw him tap at it. All right, well, we got some movement. That works. All right, okay. Working it over here through some of the greenery, or brownery in this case. Bunch of these weeds and whatnot that kind of die off or will kind of go dormant and then they'll kick in once temperatures warm up. Just had one little guy tap it so far. All right, let's move it in. And I'm just going with this rooster tail. 1/16 ounce rooster tail, Scorpion BFS XG, handles it no problem. I tend not to get as much backlash using this one versus some of the lighter lures. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let's kind of work the shallow area here. Working it at an acute angle. Maybe I can get something that's kind of lurking over here by this greenery and the rocks and the drop off. And I can see my lure is just kind of skirting on the bottom barely. Let's go further out maybe. Hello, hello. See some folks joining. Appreciate it. Stay tuned. Hopefully I'll be having a fish on. Oh, there's a tap. It's another little guy. Another little bass. Okay. And they seem to be hitting it right at that drop off that runs about about maybe 10 feet out right now. Kind of goes like this and then it dips down a little. Okay, I'd say it's about maybe 2 foot, 3 foot of water too. Let me slow down the retrieve a little bit. See if I can get him to pop it. Man, that's 2 hits and misses already. That's not a good ratio, strike hookup ratio. Hello, hello. Good luck. Ah, awesome, thanks. Always can use the luck. And it's one of those days where here it is, winter time, but the temperatures are not acting like it's winter, and you just got to get out there and go ahead and wet a line at least, and maybe satisfy the fishing addiction and get a little tug is the drug fix. All right, so I've already had 2 tugs, little light tugs. Oh yeah, nice day to fish over here in Allen, Texas. Just a suburb or city just north of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and I call this place Sonic Pond because Sonic Drive-In is right there. And my sinuses are a little clogged right now, but normally I'll be smelling some corny dogs and burgers and stuff and fries being cooked. So lo and behold, if I don't do well fishing, I can at least get me a little something at the old Sonic Drive-In. All right, let's see if oh, there's another tap. Oh man, killing me Smalls. All right, let's try it again. How many foot rod is that? It's a 4.5 foot old Berkeley lightning rod. Okay. It's funny, it's they're not hitting it hard, and I'm doing just a steady retrieve, just making sure that the rooster tail's blade keeps spinning. All right, and they're just kind of coming up behind it and just kind of tapping at it. And what's nice is I got the polarized glasses, so I can definitely see them come up behind it and pop it. Not very big. Oh, there we go. All right, I got one. This guy kind of just played around and popped it, but this time I hooked him. All right, here we go. First fish of the day on the yellow rooster tail, 1/16 ounce. And bear with me, I'm gonna proof ball them. Get a AI measurement. I'll post that later on afterwards. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta adjust here. Get the forceps out so I can get this guy undone. Come on, come on. Almost got it. There we go. Got it. All right. Now proof ball them. And when I say proof ball, I take this deal here. Okay. And you're supposed to take a picture of it. Okay. And it should get me a decent measurement of it. All right. Looks like a spotted bass too. Come on, come on, I'm hitting it. All right. Hard to get a picture. There we go. I better take another one for good measure. All right, there he is. Little guys, but every so often there's a bigger one in the mix. Okay. And he's off. So I had two of those kind of pop at it very lightly, and then I finally got the third one. Are these fishes farmed? No, no. In fact, they stocked them years ago, and these are basically Mama and Daddy out here is producing these guys. Okay. I do know that some folks will tend to catch some bigger ones and put them in here under cover of night, because you're not supposed to transport any live fish, but for the most part, these guys are resident fish, I guess you call them. Not stocked. All right. Let's see if we can get another one of these guys to strike. And I'm gonna stick with this slow and steady retrieve. And just keeping it hopefully lower in the column, water column. Oh, there's another tap. Yeah, they're all tending about right where that drop off goes. It goes like this, and then it goes like that, and it's just out here, and seem to be getting all my hits right in that area. So I'm gonna cast it further out, kind of let it sink a little, and then I'll just kind of continue doing this steady and slow retrieve, and hopefully I'll get one to hit. There we go. There's one. A little bit bigger. All right, a little bit bigger. All right, so the pattern today, and I kind of picked up on the pattern the other day, was basically anything that would look like a little bait fish or minnow. As long as you were fishing something like that, they seem to be readily striking. Okay, so I guess pattern-wise today is to make sure you use something. If you're fly fishing, I would say use a streamer. In this case, I'm just using a rooster tail, which definitely mimics a little minnow. Okay, get another picture of this guy so I can proof ball him. All right, how come I can't get a picture? There we go. There we go. That's better. You gotta make sure you put the fish in the same plane as the proof ball. You don't want to get an angle to it or anything, or it doesn't get as good a measurement as it should. All right. All right. Let's try it again. Back out here. Cast it out. Give it a little couple of 1, 2, 3, 4 countdown, and then just kind of slowly bring it in. And I'm pretty much anticipating to strike as I get to that right where that slope and drop off begins. It's like a gradual slope, and then it dips at a slightly I guess deeper angle. All right, let's go back out here. And I'm using 2-pound test. So, and I don't know if it's it's monofilament. Oh, there's a hit again. Very light tap. Very light tap, okay. It's like they're kind of Looks like they're really pecking at it, I think, or nipping at it, versus striking it like I normally seem to catch during the, I guess during the warmer temps. All right, but today we drove up here. It was in the 70s, high 70s, and I think we're going to hit in the 80s again today. So let's see if that's going to be the case today, and hopefully the bite will pick up. All right. I mean, so far I like this. Slow and steady, just a nice day to hang out before the Super Bowl and catch a few fish or two. And who knows, there might be a big one lurking in here. Can't find out unless you put your line in the water. So let's work it. Okay. All right, howdy, howdy. See more folks joining. Appreciate you guys joining. I'm just gonna take it slow and easy. Sunday fishing day, yeah. BFS style fishing. Bait finesse systems. I call it ultralight bait casting. There's a hit right there. That one kind of picked up and then kind of went loose on me. He came in on me a little bit. Got it in the junk. All right, hopefully I don't lose them. There we go. 2-pound test line. You got to kind of be careful there. All right, and yeah, it's just a. You see the retrieve I'm using. You don't know, you don't throw. That's a good one. I like that. All right. All right, let me get this guy off, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do another proof ball picture taking with him. All right, I gotta put my rod down here. All right, this. Yep, definitely like this. I mean, you can go with ultralight spinning gear, get the same effect, and you know, ultralight fishing. But I kind of like this BFS style. Got hooked into it several years ago, and then on top of that, wow, I got it right on his lip. There we go. Not bad. And on top of that, I just, yeah, that's fun. It's fun. The other thing is, these guys feel so much bigger when they're when you're using this ultralight gear, which is pretty cool. Let me get another picture of this guy. All right, got him. Got him. Let's let him go. All right. All right. Steady retrieve seems to be working. Just keep that blade moving. Nothing fancy. No rip dye lips technique today. It seems like just come up behind it and nip at it, and you'll have them. Okay. Where are you at? We're all iced out. I'm over here in Texas. In Texas, North Texas. We did have some snowstorm come through, but ice storm, winter storm. But it since passed, and now we're just waiting for the next cold front to come through. All right, just gonna work it slow, just like this. They all seem to be lurking right over there where that drop off starts. Okay. Let's let it sink a little. Let's bring it back in again, and hopefully maybe one of the bigger guys. There's a hit. He ain't big, but he's bigger than the other guys. Oh! I lost him. He was bigger. Dang it. Well, that's mobile fishing in real life here, live streaming. Dang it. You get to see it. And I had him, but I lost him. Let's try it again. Let's go ahead and just kind of work it slow again. Maybe he'll hit it. He felt small at first, but then when I saw him jump out of the water, he definitely looked bigger. Maybe a little 2-pounder, which I guess is bigger than what I have been catching. Let's cast it out further here and let it sink a little. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll it in, see what happens. Wow, I got my blood pumping there. Got a jumper. Okay. Yeah, he came in on it, and from this distance, he looked just like the other ones. But then, as soon as I got a side glance of him, you could tell he had a little bit more girth on him. So Oh well, that's fishing. But we still got a good amount of pond left, so who knows? Maybe there's another one out there. Another one looking. All right, and I'm adjusting the pattern now or adjusting my presentation to what is working, which is cast it out about mid-pond, let it sink a little, and then bring it in. Instead of working the shallows like I normally do. Sounds like they're kind of lurking further deeper in, even though we had several days of warmer weather. Okay. I mean, still getting some cold nights, but maybe that's what's keeping the water temps down, and they're just kind of lurking further down below. Or maybe they just don't want to come out and play. Alright, just keep working it. Definitely like the rooster tail. I think I used another rooster tail yesterday, or the day before. And then I went and used one of those Mepps Anglia plain trout inline spinners. I do like inline spinners when it comes to this bait casting stuff. I have used the trout magnet on it as well, and these little mini, oh look over there, I think those were turtles. These mini crankbaits, those are pretty fun. Hi, how's it going? Appreciate you guys joining today. I see some folks saying howdy, so howdy y'all. Just doing a little ultralight bait casting, pond fishing style. And yeah, everything's been light strikes, not big tugs or anything. It's like an initial tap, and then you either have them or they're or you missed them. Or in that last one where he just threw the hook on me. So, you know, that was user error there. I think I should have kept the tension on the line when he jumped, but I didn't. Some turtles out there. Let's go ahead and let it sink a little. What lure are you using? I'm using a yellow 1/16 ounce rooster tail. Just slow and steady. Just fast enough to keep the blade moving. As long as that's happening, I know I'm fishing it right. Okay, I'm gonna step back a little bit, work this covert here to my left in a moment. Okay. And yeah, they all seem to be at this point fairly shallow, or not fairly shallow, but more like about the 2 to 3 foot range. Let's go cast over here. Oh man, ton of turtles. All right, there's a covert here, and a lot of times I've had it before where I'll get a hit right in that covert. All right, let's go this way. Let's cast out a little bit. Let it sink a little. Oh, there's ground fog. How's it going? Howdy. Just doing a little tug as a drug fix. See if I can get me some more of these guys on the line. Okay, let's go on out. I'm gonna take this one right into the covert. I used to catch crappie right here. Haven't caught crappie here in probably about 10 years now, but I used to catch them here. I think it got fished out by some folks. This is one of your, it's not a catch and release pond. You can actually fish it using Texas Community Lake rules, which is, I think, max 5 fish, and then you still have to keep the daily size limits for a given species. But I tend to just fish this catch and release. Catch and release. All right, come on. It's been a little bit too long for no hits. Okay, all right, just in case. Oh man, I'm stuck on this branch. Okay, just in case, I'm gonna cast it over here in case there's one kind of lurking in the shallows. Kind of clear the area before I start walking there. All right. Okay. Nothing there. Water's really clear, but of course, you know, bass can hide in inches of water, and you don't really see them until they spook on you. All right. This one I'm kind of keeping the rod tip high just to keep the lure above the rocks. Okay. All right. Let's go back to out here. Let it sink a little. Let's do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 count. Howdy, howdy. How's it going? Let's see if we can get them to hit again. Okay. All right. We've only gotten about maybe a third of the pond starting from where I started, so still got to make a once around to see what the take is so far, but everything seems to have been hitting to my right. But I am coming down to this area that tends to, well, over the years I've caught some decent ones in this area, so we just have to keep prospecting away. All right. Okay. Let's go back out. Have you tried the Euro? No, I haven't. I'm not sure what that is. It's been sticking with rooster tails, Meps anglias, super dupers, mainly the stuff I use for trout fishing. Some Panther Martins, yeah. Do like the Panther Martin. I also make a DIY inline version of it with that non-clevis blade. It actually just spins on the stainless steel shaft itself. All right, where are these guys? Way too long without a hit. Piece of wood with a treble hook. No, I haven't, but I saw some folks do that on online. And then I do have a 3D printer where I've made some 3D printed micro lures, and all I did was print it, didn't do any other design or painting to it other than it was one of those blade style lures. You use a split shot to give it some weight, and then you put a small treble hook on it and get some hits with it. It's fun. Okay, where are these guys? We got a run of them over there to the right. Now it's kind of quiet. All right, let's go back this way. Let's cast it out there, and you can see this thing cast pretty nicely. 1/16 ounce, not an issue. Bait casting style. 2-inch micro paddle. Okay. Let's get out there. That's definitely minnow looking like. So right now the pattern is things that look like a minnow, a small minnow too. Yeah, the other day or yesterday I was at another pond, and I was watching some of these bass, small bass, just kind of chasing away at some fingerling looking bluegill, you know, real small ones, as well as some of the, you know, minnow looking ones. Not sure if they were minnows or not, but it's good to see that they were doing that. But right now this one seems to be quiet on me, but who knows. I still got all that to do. And I got time today. Only thing left on the agenda is basically cook up some smash burgers for the Super Bowl. I'm gonna hang out and watch a game and have some burgers and adult beverages and chill. And hopefully we'll see a good game versus a blowout. Prefer a good game, you know, versus one team just overpowering the other. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was a turtle. Turtle just jumping in the water. Let's keep working it. Okay, no takers there. Let's go back in here. Take it right along this bank, and then we'll start casting deeper as I come back around. Yeah, come spring, I'll come out here and we'll have the spawn, and they'll be all up in here, along here, building their nest and everything, and you just kind of work your way amongst them, present them something that looks tasty, or not tasty, but looks menacing, that they don't want them something attacking their nest, and they get really aggressive. I've had it before where I've caught one, and sure enough, after releasing them, cast back again to it about 20 minutes later and had them hit. So yeah, different pattern come with spring spawn. Okay, let's go back out deep now. Okay, I'm gonna let it sink a little. All right, where are these guys? Got them all along that stretch over there, about mid pond or mid length of the pond. And so far this section has been a little quiet, a little bit too quiet for yours truly. All right, but hey, that's fishing, you know, feast and famine, but we'll keep working it. I think got the pattern going basically. I think as long as I just keep presenting the lure, hopefully it'll work out good. All right, let it sink a little. He's got a dog over there barking like crazy. Yes, here we go. Guy's throwing some stuff over there in the water. Okay, let's go ahead and get it in there. Slow and oh, there was a tap. Shoot. Very light tap again, just like the other ones that I missed out on. Okay, we'll work it slow again. And a bunch of doggies, a little perturbed by some people. All right, let's go watch these guys. I got one of these small dogs also, and I think he's a big dog, and he will bark at anything. Oh, there's a hit right there. Nice, in the shallows. Okay. Maybe because it's warmer in this section since it's shallow. All right. All right. Mr. Bass. Well, Mr. Little Bass. But hey, I'm a proof ball him anyways. Okay. See if I can get a good picture of him and get a guesstimate of him. So far, the big guy of the day is one that I lost. He fell, or he threw the hook on me, and fortunately, I did not hook up with him. All right, I think that should be enough to get a proof ball measurement of him. Let me get this baby going here. All right, got it. All right. Yeah, I like this little proof ball. Kind of gives me a running tally of the fish that I caught, as well as the size and some of the other info. And there are some studies being done where they're actually using that proof ball to get some quick measurements of fish that are being sampled. There's a hit. Missed them. The main thing though is you just got to make sure you're on the same plane as the proof ball. So you got your fish here, make sure it's flat against or not at an angle, and it seems to measure it pretty good. I saw some guys do like where they measure it with the proof ball, and then they also measure it physically with a tape measure, and those measurements were pretty dang close. So for my purposes, I just want a running tally, that's it. I'm good. Doesn't have to be completely accurate. Oh, almost slipped there. All right. Let's work it this way. All right. Yeah, there was one day this last summer, I sat here in this spot right here, working this little section. I caught like 5 bass all just lurking along this straightaway, basically. Right outside or right past the covert. It doesn't look like it's happening this time, but it's okay. I'm good with it. Got some fish on the line. Let's see if we can convince some more of these fishies to hit. Maybe even get a bigger one. That one definitely was bigger than I threw the hook on me. All right, here's a bunch of this greenery here that's going to be hard to get away from. So I'm going to go past it and find an open spot and then go from there. And I might get accosted by some of the doggies behind me here in a moment, but we'll just bear with it because we're fishing. Okay. Let's see. Come on, come on. There's a hit right there. A little bit bigger than the other ones. Okay. And similar to the ones I was catching on the other side, he was right there in that transition zone where it goes from a gradual slope to a slightly deeper slope. All right. And he's not as big as that one that I lost earlier, but hey, I'm okay with it. This is very chill. All right. Let's see if I can get the hook out. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and proof ball him again, and I'll post this on the community post so you guys can see. What the AI estimation is of this baby right there. Just need him to make his tail go a little bit better. All right, there we go. Neat. Edge it out a little. Okay. And what's cool also is I can check back on my catch and actually confirm which one was the biggest one for that day. And then I did catch some little micro fishies, with the micro fly rod and a little small hook. All right, what do we got here? Bye from New Jersey. Howdy, howdy. How's it going? How's the fishing there? Let's see if we can get another one here. It's been just steady right now. Okay. And they all been hitting along that little transition zone, right where it drops off. Okay, I gotta work past this real quick. Bunch of greenery here. Let me see if I can get something over here and maybe coax one to hit. And then maybe I can pop them up above this stuff here. Oh, there's a hit. Ah! Jeez, I missed that one. User error there. Let's do it again. If you don't succeed the first time, try it again. Squeeze the barbs on the hooks or release without her. Go catch and release or barbless. I could do that. All right. Let's go back out again. Slow and steady. Soon we get one over here to hit. Okay. Nope. All right. Let's try back over here. Back over here, a little bit deeper. We'll count it down. What's good? Ultralight BFS I've been looking for. The Iowa Steez reels, but not sure. I'm not sure what a Steez reel is. I can only tell you, oh, it was a little bass chasing it. I can only tell you what I've used and maybe give you an idea there. Started out with the Casking Zephyr, the one that didn't have the reel clicker. And then I got this one, Shimano Scorpion BFS XG. Then I got another one of those Casking Zephyrs that had the reel clicker. Later on I added some high-speed spool bearings to it. The most I could really get out of it was about maybe a 1/24 ounce cast. Other than that, it was just standard 1/16 ounce. This one, probably about 1/24 if I push it. I've done trout magnets on this, but you definitely have to do some Kentucky windage with casting with it. With that little 1 gram trout magnet, you have to basically cast out and stop at the 90, the 90 to get it to cast in front of you, even after tweaking the brakes and lightening the spool. And then the one that I use for really lightweight baits like the trout magnet is the Kingfisher that I used, I think it was yesterday. Flight feather Kingfisher. And then I've got the Shimano Curado BFS XG that I use for saltwater as well as freshwater, but I mainly target saltwater fish with that. I have used this one in saltwater, but I tend to like that Shimano Curado BFS XG. And I use this 4-pound diameter, but it's 20-pound Yuzuri Super Braid. And I've caught some, what is it, pompano, spadefish, needlefish. Some pretty good ones that would bend the rod on you, as well as a, what is it, 18-inch speckled trout. Yeah, so those are all ones I like. Oh, there's a hit right there. I started with the Casking Zephyrs because they were cheap. When I first started, these BFS reels were going for like $500-600. I don't know what they're going for now. Everything else I've gotten has been in the $200 or $300 range when I purchased it. Okay, let's see, got a little guy. Let's see, oh, it's got a silver blade. I just noticed that. I was thinking it was the gold bladed one. All right. Casking Zephyr I got mainly because it was under $100. I think I got it for $49, $59 back then. I think there's some other ones, but if I had just one to use, I like the Shimano Curado because you can get that one for like $199 on sale. The Scorpion BFS XG seems to be more of a more finesse one compared to the Curado. The Daiwas, I've always heard good things about the Daiwa, so certainly wouldn't go wrong there. So, but I've not used one, so I couldn't really tell you or suggest something to you. Main thing that I'm looking for in these reels is if I just want to go 1/16 ounce, you can pretty much, go stock with all these. If I want to go 1 gram, then I got to make some adjustments to it, lighten the spool, etc. Put some custom bearings, or I can just get me one that can handle it, which in this case that Kingfisher can handle 1 gram without any out the box, without any modifications. But yeah, I couldn't tell you about Daiwa. I've got some Daiwa reels, but they're not BFS. All right. And I do warn you though, once you get into it, it's tough to break away from it, if you know what I mean. Like if I want to go take out an ultralight spinning rod versus one of these, I'll tend to grab one of these before I do that. Catch the fish same size as your bait. Yeah, I do. That's pond fishing. I'm in that quantity phase right now. I prefer to catch a bunch of guys and quality, not hit that. I mean, I'll be happy with some big ones. But to me, a good day is I've been fishing and, I've been fishing. That's a good day right there. Everything else is gravy. And when it comes to the fish and catching them, yeah, I wouldn't mind catching a fish every cast sometimes. Don't care what size, especially when you're working like the white bass run or working some schools on the coast. Those are fun. Oh, there's a hit right there. Another little guy. Little tiny guy. Little fingerlings. Where is... Okay, it's in Allen, Texas. I call this place Sonic Pond because there's a Sonic drive-in eatery right next to it. And just here in Dallas, just north of Dallas, Texas, in the Metroplex. Okay. All right, let's get this guy on a picture. Got some good numbers today, I'll tell you that. The Tugs the Drug addiction is feeling good today. Yeah. That's a really nice day. I'm in my short sleeves. I probably could have came out in shorts. But, well, I probably could have came out in shorts. They all seem to be further out, not further out, but tending further from the bank, right at this little transition zone where it slopes like this and then it dips a little. It's where it seems to be consistent. Normally during the summer months, most of the stuff I'm getting is closer in this way. A bunch of these guys just kind of lurking near the shore waiting to pounce on something. But today, just cast it out, let it sink a little, and then reel it in. And I had one decent one on, but he threw the hook on me. And not been vicious strikes. It's more been like a tap and then, ooh, I got something. Not like the just one moment you're just casting away or reeling in and then bang, you're getting a hit. No, it's more of I can feel a tap and then I feel the tension on the line. Okay. All right. So I think once we get over a few more, we're getting to that one zone where we were getting more on the other side. So maybe there's going to be some more on this side, just across from it. We'll see. It's a fairly long pond. Okay, so it's about the width of it there. Okay, like if you look at the two houses there, about 2 yards, two house yards. But then lengthwise, you can see it goes all the way down here, and it's about what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 houses. So 2 houses wide, or 2 house properties wide, and 15 long. And what's cool is there's this pond here on this side. You can hop over across the road or the street, and there's a series of 3 more, and that's where I fished the other day. So you go past this, there's 3 more in a row that, yeah, I caught some fish there the other day. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and continue doing that slow retrieve. See if I can get one of these guys to pop as I bring it in closer. Yeah, nothing there. I got the polarized sunglasses, so I can actually see right where that transition zone starts, down to the bottom. So I got a really good indication of what that fish may be that I may catch or may lose. And so far it's all been bass. I haven't seen any of the little bluegill that also hang out in the pond. Okay. All right, coming up on the water fountain. Let's see if something's lurking back in here. Nope. All right, we'll keep going. Let's take it out that way. Okay. You just stick with that steady retrieve. 2-pound test line. Just working it in. It's like they don't really want anything running away fast. It's more of a, okay, I'll take a piece of that. All right. And we'll just kind of work our way. I would say I'm about halfway done from where I started back here, come back around, and then back here. So I got that whole section to do now. So who knows? Maybe there's a big one in between all this. All right. And I kind of waited later in the day to come out versus the early morning. In the summer, I'll come more early morning or later evening, especially since we get more sunlight during the day. But these cold weather months, I'll kind of wait a little bit, give it time for the temperature to rise a little before I come out. Just pop it out this way, take it right into where the water fountain is. Just bringing it in slow. Okay, no takers yet. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go and skip this area because it's got a ton of this greenery that can clobber my line. And here you got to be careful. I blew up had bad backlash when I came back and did my side cast. I hooked onto some grass that was growing behind me, and that was terrible. Had to go and retire the rod and reel and grab the extra backup one that I keep in my pickup to continue fishing. It's kind of one of those reasons why you keep a backup rod. Says your thumb may get educated, but who knows? There might be something, like in this case, some grass behind me that hooked onto my gear, and happened to be on the coast as well. I hooked into some other line that was hanging next to me that I placed my other rod, and I backlashed against that when I hooked into it as I came back to cast. Perils of fishing. Let's pop it way out there this time. I'm gonna let it sink a little. Okay. Oh, dang it. I think that was the bottom. I think I grabbed some bottom. Man, I thought I had, yeah, that's some greenery. Got some greenery. Try it again. I let it go too far. Let's give it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try that. Come on, come on. No. All right, no takers there. Let's go back out. Take it way out there again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll see if that'll do it. Come on, come on. All right. There we go. All right, he hit. Right in that little transition zone again. All right. They're not big, but they sure feel big on this little ultralight gear. All right. And I'm gonna proof ball them again. Yeah, nothing wrong with coming out a little nice Sunday afternoon right before the Super Bowl to catch a fishy or 2 or 3 or 4 or more. What do you say? Appreciate you guys joining today and checking out the mobile fishing live stream in real life. You get to see the mistakes and all. And in this case, did have that one mistake where that one threw the hook on me. A bummer there. But go ahead and cast it out again and see if I can get another one to strike. Just kind of work it in slow again. Just make sure that, okay, there we go. I could feel the blade didn't seem like it was turning like it should, but it did that time. Okay, let's work around the tree here and come back around. Okay. Yeah, we still got that whole section to go. All right, got the covert, some trees, some greenery on here. It was a tree that fell during one of the storms. It looks like it's slowly coming apart now, but oh, there's a hit. Dang it, I missed that one. So it looks like there's some more structure here to hold a bass or two. So we'll see if that's going to be the case again. Come on. Had a quick tap on it and I lost them. Let's cast it over here. See if I can bring it between these two sunken branches or bushes, tree limbs. Okay. Nope, no takers there. Let's go get it cast right next to that stick up that's up there. Looks like another part of the tree got washed down river or down pond. Okay, nope, no takers there. Let's go back out this way. Oh yeah, it's been steady. They're not big, but they still are fun. And I figured as long as you can, there we go. Oh, he was on briefly. As long as you can catch the little ones, eventually you'll get one of the big ones to hit. And I tend to use these ultralights in these heavily fished ponds. There we go. Because these guys get used to a ton of people fishing here and using a larger size lure. They've seen so many of them. But then you bring in a little micro lure, and next you know, they're like thinking that's something different. All right, I had 2 hits in a row there by that one guy, or maybe his buddy. Okay, so there's like some branch here. There's another sunken thing here, and he was right in the middle here. Just kind of lurking. Let's go back over here where I had that other hit. Yeah, they're not hitting hard. It's more of a come up and just kind of pop it, and you have them hooked or you don't. You don't even really have to set the hook. It's mainly just maintain the tension on the line, and they hook themselves. But no, it's none of those really hard strikes that I've gotten in the past, especially come summertime. But hey, it's just that kind of day, you know? Okay, just slow and steady. That seems to be working for me today. Let's go back out this way now. Steady retrieve, just kind of working it slow. Seeing if we get more of these guys to hit in that little transition zone where it drops off. There's a hit. Missed them again. Wow. That's, that's 3 in a row now. Definite, well actually no, that's 4. 4 in a row where I had them tap it and I did not hook them. Okay, let's see if I can fix that. And I'll see them actually hit it. They'll come up and it'll hit. It pushes the lure away, and I can see that I don't have them hooked. I see the lure break away from when they turn away after hitting it. Okay, let's go cast this way real quick. Do a shallow retrieve here. Work the parallel to the bank. See if I get one to pop out. Nope. Let's go this way. Work it in this way. Maybe I'll get them to hit. No. All right. I'm gonna try going this way. I think if I cast it out a little, and I might have a good angle on that transition zone area. Let's see if I can get one to pop it here. No. No. Nope. All right. Let's go back out. And you can sense that this setup right now handles that 1/16 ounce ultralight spinner, inline spinner, the rooster tail, no problem. And after a while, I mean, thumb is used to it. But if I switch over to another lure, lighter, heavier, I do have to make some adjustments. You can see I can cast it pretty far out. Not really having to push it hard to get it cast out there. And I do tend to side cast when I'm using one of these BFS rod and reel outfits. Seem to get a better cast out of it for me versus the overhead. All right, just kind of pop it out there. There we go. Just right out there. No problems. Not like I can feather the spool. I want to make it drop a little bit sooner than later. Just like you do with your normal bait casting setup. Just think of it as just a normal bass combo, except you just can cast out lighter lures. Okay. All right. Like, I mainly fish 1/16 ounce, maybe 1/8. I want to go up a little. Other than that, I'm using 1/16 ounce or maybe the 112. Yeah. There's the 124, the 1 gram. I gotta stick with that other rod and reel combo. But most things come in at 1/16. All right. Or when you pick up these rooster tails and stuff, you can get them on that size, pretty regular. All right, come on, come on. Let's feel it. Come on. See if I can get another one of these guys. Had a couple of hits, or four hits down that way, and then I got that little guy. Okay, let's pop it out deep. Do a little 6 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Maybe there's a big one waiting. Maybe there's a big guy lurking below. All right. And I'm just kind of take my time. We got a lot of pond to go. I'm probably a fourth of the way left. Yeah, about a quarter left of the pond to go. And that one section that I'll come at the tail end is more shallow with a lot of rocks as well as greenery. And oftentimes that's where I tend to get some more consistent hits where they're lurking there. Maybe because the water's warmer. I don't know. But we'll see. Okay. See if we can get one to strike. Steady reel. Watching the line. Feeling the rod. Can see the lure now. Nope. No tinkers there. Pop it out again. Let it steady retrieve again. Come on, come on. Am I feeling it? I'm not feeling it. Am I feeling it? No, denied. These guys are toying with my feelings again today. It's like they talk to their buddies and say, hey, that guy, you see that little yellow, little lure looking thing? Don't hit it. Don't hit it. Stay away. And put the word out. Well, maybe somebody didn't get the memo and we can hook up with them here real quick. All right, come on, come on. Let's take it in a little bit further. Working this section here. Working it slow and steady. Got a bunch of rocks here. Come to spawn, it'll get overgrown with a bunch of that green stuff, but you'll see where they've kind of cleared out a spot, and you'll see that white rock looking thing on the bottom, and that's like a good telltale to, and you might step slowly and check it out, see if there's one right on the bed protecting it. Because yeah, having some good sunglasses, polarized sunglasses, make or break some of your cast or some of your trips, especially if you're sight casting to beds. All right, let's skip a little bit here, get past some of that greenery, and I'm gonna cast it out again over here by the fountain area. Okay, just gotta work it slow again. Maybe there's one looking here. There's some big ones in here too. Just yours truly has not hooked up with them lately. I think the biggest one I caught out of this pond was a 4-pounder, but I have seen some other guys catch some bigger ones, and then I've seen some bigger ones just kind of hanging out during the spawn, or they're protecting their bed and they want nothing to do with me, or my lure, or my fly. But that's fishing. Okay. Nothing yet. Come on. Let me get past this. Here you got to be careful. See that one piece of rebar? That's actually tied to the anchor. It's acting as the anchor. And if you don't pay attention, you're going to hook into that anchor line. There's a hit. There we go. A little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. All right. We get them over the greenery. All right. A little bit bigger than the other ones. All right. Cool. Yeah, you got to watch that anchor line because he'll definitely lose or grab your lure, and next thing you know, you've lost it. And certain times of the year, that anchor line is actually covered, so you don't even see it. Your telltale is that piece of rebar that's holding the line itself in place. Okay. All right. Let's proof ball them. Kind of lost track of how many have been caught and released, but I'll tally everything up afterwards, and I'll post it on the community post here. Oh, let's see if I can get a better view of it. Let's see. Let's try this direction. Okay, there he is. All right, get back and get bigger. See if we get another one. This one was a little bit deeper out there, so had to horse him over the greenery. And yeah, I'm using 2-pound test line, so I got to be careful. And like, if I get a bigger one and I'm actually able to land it, I will check the line right here, section near the lure, because it'll tend to get abraded by the bass's teeth. Next thing you know, your next cast, you get a hit, you're going to lose your lure because the other fish already weakened your line. Okay, let's get past that again. Let's go back over here, pop it out, let it sink. Steady retrieve again. Let's see what happens. That one hit it further out instead of in that transition zone area. All right, let me get it past the greenery. Let's do it again. Just gonna cast it out here. Let it sink a little. Okay. Slow and steady. And that last one, he actually didn't nip at it. It was a solid hit. Not like the other ones where I can feel a nip or tap and then tension. That one was just a straight. He hit it and went. There's one right there. Same thing there. This one's actually pulling out a little line. Okay. Okay. In that transition zone area. All right. That works. I'm good with that. Grab this. Yeah, my nose is a little runny or clogged, congested from these recent conditions. All right. Let's go ahead and proof ball this guy. And then we'll release him. He's kind of skinny compared to the other guys. All right. Yeah, he's kind of skinny compared to the other guys. Bigger, but kind of skinny. And then that other one, I believe, may have been the big one of the day, other than that, well, that one that I lost. But that's fishing. Let's go cast it out again. See if we can get another one to hit in that transition zone area. Okay. And these last set just hit it. One a tap. I just felt the tug and tightened up on the line, and boom, I had them. So I guess things change here. Of course, it is getting a little warmer, and we're coming up on the other end of the pond. Okay, let's see if we can get another one to hit. Nope. All right. Yeah, these rooster tails, they could be fun. Especially when there's not a bunch of greenery to clobber the blade. And I do like that I can work it slow. They didn't seem to be wanting a fast retrieve, so that helps out with the hookup rate here. Let it sink a little. All right. Let's see if there's another one lurking below. Okay. Over here, that transition zone's actually about another 5 foot out compared to the other side. I can see it. All right, let's just kind of work it in a little bit. Bringing it in. There he goes. Little guy. Little guy. And yeah, it's a little bit further out. Okay. Oh, I dropped him. Oh, no proof ball on him. I guess we're gonna have to just guesstimate it. All right, and when I say transition zone, that's a good visual of what I mean. So you see the sidewalk right there? It's kind of sloping like this, and then it dips down. That's what's happening out here. And that's where they seem to be working or lurking. I just lost that guy. He counts though. I had him in my hand. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can get another one to hit. No. That one, he came up behind it just like the other ones that I'd caught and just kind of nipped at it, and then I hooked them. The two bigger ones, now they just hit it, and I felt the tug and everything. No finessing there, just reel it in. All right, I'm just gonna keep doing like a couple of steps to the left and just keep working my way over and see where it takes us. Get a running tally of how many I've caught. Yeah, they may not be big, but hey, when you're in the quantity phase, I want a bunch. This is surely a good day. Okay. All right, let's work it in. I can see my lure. I don't see anything coming up behind it. All right, let me pick it up. Take it back out again. Let's do a 5 count or 6 count. Just to get it a little bit further down. And we'll just kind of maintain it as we bring it in. Watching the line, feeling for the strike. Kind of using everything I can to get a heads up when I'm getting a hit. All right. All right, let's try it again. Okay. Looks like today, or it looks like these guys on this end are playing like onesie twosies. Okay, let's try it again. Just gonna work it along the contour, hopefully. Okay. All right, that was pretty close to the bottom when I saw it coming in. Let's try it again. Okay. There he goes. All right, he's on. Little shaky shake on this guy. All right, got another one. Get another. Got another. Sure is fun on a Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday. Okay, looks like a spotted bass. A little spotted bass. All right, grab the old proof ball. Get them oriented like you should, so I can get a nice flat screen picture of them here. Okay. There he is. And like I was saying, the transition zone, instead of being here now, it's out that way now. And sure enough, I'm still getting strikes just a little bit further out where that zone is. All right. Let me go ahead and undo that. Okay. And we're coming up on the tail end. I mean, it's a pretty good sized pond. And it's a fun pond to come to. Take your ultralight gear and just see what's striking, with the possible chance of a bigger guy to hit. Okay. All right, we got some greenery here. I'm gonna cast it out, and if I get anything, I may have to wing it when it comes to near all this shrubbery. I don't know what to call it. Okay, I'm gonna have to pop the lure out of the junk here in a moment. Yeah, all right, let me get it out of there. All right, let's go ahead and go over here. Cast it out this way. Okay. Oh, look over there. Something moving around. That could be some bass. Let's see. Got some telltale movement of activity, so you know what that means. You got to cast to it. Oh, shoot, I got it on the green stuff. All right, maybe I can go ahead and still salvage the cast. Okay. Yeah, I see something kind of moving right about mid-pond here. Wonder if it's some bluegill. Oh, something just moved around. I'm not getting a good visual of it. All right, let's see. Yeah, something was out there. This is where I tend to get them when they're kind of hanging around by these rocks and shrubbery. Probably get a better view if I go up over there by the street near the sidewalk. But first we got to cast before we head in that direction. Okay. Let's go back this way. Yeah, something was moving about over there. And this is a shallower section too, so maybe the water's a little bit warmer. There's the Sonic that I was telling you why I call the pond Sonic Pond. Got you a nice drive in there. You smell some corny dogs, French fries, burgers and stuff. All the fine foods that you should be chowing down on at times. Okay. Let's just kind of work it in. This is where I thought I saw him lurking. Nope, no takers there. Let me go top of the covert, see if I get a better angle. Just cast it out. Just work it through this area. Okay. I see some shadowy stuff, but it may be some limbs that I'm seeing in the water, not fish. Okay. All right, don't see anything there. Let's cut over this way. Pop it out that way and I get it past this green stuff. Maybe something will pop out of that shrubbery. Nope. Okay. Kind of interested in what was that moving around in that shallow area. Let me go up on the street and see if I can get a better view. Yeah, so if you go across over there, there's 3 more ponds. I don't know the name of them. Okay, I just saw something. Oh, I see some. There's some bass. 1, 2. Look like 2 or 3 bass kind of lurking in the area. Let's see if maybe I need to do a faster retrieve and maybe convince them that this thing's tasty. Oh, man. Okay, there were 2 over there, but then I lost them. Lost sight of them. Let's go back this way. Look like not much bigger than what we've been catching. But hey, I don't mind. All right. Let's see if I can find them again. They were right over here a moment ago. All right, blind cast. Turtle over there to the left. Okay. What's cool is I can see anything that's going to come up behind it and go for it. Especially since I got those polarized glasses. Okay. Oh, there's one. Oh, he tapped it. He came up behind it and tapped it. Dang it. Whew. All right, let's try it again. Just came up right behind it and misdirected the lure. Oh, there's one coming behind it. He's not bad looking. He may be bigger than all the other ones I've caught today. Let's go try casting past him and bring it by him again. I'll try a faster retrieve maybe. There we go. Oh! He tapped it and stopped. Oh, man. Let's try it again. Okay. I'll stick with a faster retrieve also. It's going to get loud because I'm right here by the street. Okay. Yeah, he just came up right behind it and popped it. All right, let's go back out this way. There's got to be something lurking there. Come on, where'd you go? Had 2 good hits. Let's try back this way. I'm gonna speed up the retrieve a little. Maybe these guys want to chase something compared to their buddies over there. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing it come up, but I'm not seeing anything behind it. Let's go ahead and recast. Let's go back out that way. All right, let's see it. Nope. There he goes. Ah, man, had it and he spit it out. Okay, okay. Here's where I get frustrated. I just keep casting till I hook one. There we go. There we go. Yeah, not much bigger than what we have been catching. There was one that looked bigger. All right, I think I got enough proof ball material here. I'll go ahead and let this guy go. Sure do look a lot bigger from up here. Let's try it out again. Oh, I just scared something up there. Something boiled up right next to it as it landed in the water. Okay. All right, let's take it in. Water's pretty shallow here. Maybe 2 foot max. Okay. All right, come on. Let's see if we can get another guy to hit it. Okay. It definitely helps having the glasses. Let's go back over here. Oh, right in the greenery. Woo, salvage that. Okay. Let's see if I can get it over here. Right in that open area. There he goes. Ah, oh, there he goes. One hit it and then another one came behind it and hit it. We got some fighters here. All right. Battling bass. Yeah, one kind of tapped it and knocked it off to the left, and then this guy came up behind it and popped it. Yeah, definitely pretty cool that I can see it from this direction, or from this position. All right, let's go back out that way. There was a bigger one that I saw. Maybe I can get him to hit. Okay, nope. Let's go over here to my left. some greenery here I gotta watch out for. But we'll get it cast out and we'll try this spot, and then over here to my left. Probably got about, geez, maybe an eighth of the pond left to go. Else we fished the whole pond. All the way up and around, so pretty cool pond. I do like this pond. It actually stays fairly clear throughout the year. It does get clobbered with that greenery when it gets warmer, but eventually they'll put it in some of that blue chemical stuff to knock it down some. And then when that happens, I'll usually bring out my fly rod and fish the holes between all that greenery. Use something like a foam grasshopper, foam spider, and just kind of cast to those open spots. I don't normally bring the casting gear because you don't have enough time to keep your lure in that open spot. Give it, because by the time you get it in there, it's already dropping and you're well past it and you're into the green stuff and you're hooked up again with some of that, you're fouled again. Versus if you take a fly rod, you can just kind of cast it right there and let it sit. Of course, you could do like a surface popper maybe. I've used, the small size, hula popper that they make for this. And then the Arbogast, there's another Arbogast one that I've used. And then there's the Rebel Minnow, and then those crawfish ones from Rebel. I've used those as their smallest size one, and use those. Oh, there's a hit. That's not a bass. It's bluegill. Well, first bluegill of the day. Gonna have to proof ball this guy, just cause. Oh. Okay, let me grab the proof ball. Get let's see. Oh, and he just no proof ball on this guy. All right. Oh well, you guys saw I caught him, so he counts. I did want to know how big he was. Bummer. Yeah, first bluegill this round. Holy cow. Been mainly bass, and it's been a mix between bass and bluegill normally when I come out here, but looks like today it was mainly bass. Okay, let's see what we can do with this cast. Maybe there's another one kind of lurking in the shallows. All right. Okay, no takers there. Okay, let's go work our way around here, and we'll finish off the lake or the pond, and then we'll call it. See if I can get something in that last. Then hey, get some smash burgers on the burner and get ready for some football fun. Super Bowl Sunday. Hey, I'll tell you. Awesome day, I tell you. Got me a little fishing, gonna have me a nice burger, some adult beverages, see some good old football maybe. I played football in high school. I'm not like Al Bundy. Al Bundy had like 4 touchdowns in one game. I had 1 touchdown in 4 years. Yes! All right. Let's try out here. It's more of a flat section, so let's see what happens. Oh, I see some turtles. Okay. I'm gonna come back a little bit low on the pond here. Here you gotta be real careful because there's a nice bass that likes to hang out right over here under the undercut. It's probably a 3-4 pounder. And he seems to be there every year. When things, there we go, there's a hit. and things warm up. And what's funny is you just walk along, and then all of a sudden you'll see his back and everything come out of the water, and just right under that undercut. It's like inches of water too. But he likes hanging right in that corner. Right. I don't know if I can get it. There's a bunch of junk there. I need my fly rod for that. All right, but he'd be right here. Just dart out and hit stuff. He'll toy with your feelings, making you think you can catch them. And lo and behold, you won't catch them. All right, let's see if we can get one to hit here. This place is too fishy not to at least get a strike, if not a fish itself. Let's take it over here. All right. I'm gonna speed up the retrieve just slightly. Just slightly. Okay. It's all shallow water here. The actual drop off is further out. Way out there. Okay. Let's see if I can get one to hit out there. And then over here to my left is a covert. I think I had a run of like 3 or 4 I caught right in that covert, where I put the lure in the covert itself and had them hit it. That was pretty cool. This one's clobbered. It didn't feel right. Okay, there's the lure I'm using. A little yellow rooster tail, 1/16 ounce, silver blade. Silver blade. Okay. And here I'm pretty much fishing a shallow section. And I'm not seeing much movement, but who knows? There could be a fish here. We just got to keep working it. A lot of turtles. Sunning themselves or got their heads out of the water. Okay. Oh, there we go, a little guy. Oh man, a little fingerling just kind of jumped out of the shrubbery and he was on, and then I hooked into the shrubbery. Oh man, that was a vicious strike too. He was a big guy. Holy cow, that would have been a hit and a half. None of that tap tap for that guy. He's like, nah, that's mine. It's funny. I saw him just dart out of that, all this stuff here. All right. Let's work our way over here. See if I can kind of work this section here, right where this green stuff is. Maybe I can get another one to dart out. No. All right. Let's take it straight out, and I'm gonna work it into the covert. I'm gonna let it sink a little. Get it past these turtles. Okay. I can see the lure. I'm gonna let it sink. Maybe there's one down here wanting to, or hiding. Nope. All right. Let's go back this way. Here that transition zone is closer to the bank, more like 8 feet out, versus on the other side it was more 10 to 15. It does stick out a little bit out here, so let's go ahead. Okay, that was clobbered. Looked like the blade was fouled. Okay, let's see if we can get one more. One more. What time is it? Oh man. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. I'll tell you that. Okay. All right, nobody wants to play here. Let's go back out. Okay, we started over here by the fountain, so that's where I'm gonna probably call it. But let's see if we can get 1 or 2 more to strike before then. A lot can happen in a few feet. Okay. Come on, come on. Where you guys at? All right, let's start working it to the side too. Okay. Definitely see my lure, and it's turning like it should. That blade is spinning. Doesn't have to be fast, it just has to be spinning. And the slow and steady retrieve seems to be working, at least for today. Okay. That last hit I got was a little fingerling that jumped out of the shrubbery. So maybe I might get one to come out again here. Let's see. Nope, not that time. Let's take it out that way. Come on, come on. Nope, no takers there. Let's go this way. Slow and steady. Come on, Mr. Bass. Talk to me. Nope. I do like I can see my lure. I can see my lure clearly when it gets past that transition zone, or just as it meets that transition zone. Like I'll call it when I see it. Right there. I'll let that one bounce on the bottom. All right. Let's go do a little bit more this way. Okay, I can see it. Come on. Nope. All right, let's go over here. You gotta be careful here because seems to be consistently there's always something lurking over here by the anchor line. I don't know why. So I'm gonna slowly work my way there and try casting there. Oops, got tangled. And see if maybe there's another one lurking there right now. All right. And I think there's an undercut there, as well as a little depression, so it's just slightly deeper. And I think it's like a good hiding spot that the bass like, waiting for something to pass by and they can strike it. All right. So right over here. I'm gonna walk it up slowly. First I'm gonna cast over here. Maybe there's something over here near the fountain. Okay. But you gotta be careful because of that anchor line. So you just kind of cast past it, bring it in. Okay. Keeping it high in the water column, taking it right into that hole. Oh, nope. Not that time. Let's go back out. Bring it in. See if one's lurking back in here. Okay, nope. All right. It kind of fell. Man, it finally went under. Maybe that's why they're not there. That makes sense. Because eventually it was going to cave under. Right there. All right, let's go and cast out here. Let's see if I can get one more, and then I'll call it. One more. Let's see if we get one more. Just one more fish. Okay. Back out this way. Let it sink a little. Okay. Let's see if we can close it out with a bass. Or any fish. Let's close it out with any fish. We're not picky here. Okay, back over here. Work it slow, and then as I get close to this greenery or shrubbery, oh, dang! One came up behind it and popped it. All right, I get it. Let's do it again. It came up and just nipped at it. Okay, let's try it again here. I got a glimpse of him opening his mouth as he hit it. That white flash that you see when they're striking. Okay. See if he'll hit it again. No, he's playing hard to get today. Well, just step a few steps to my left and cast out again. Come on, come on. Nope, all right. Toss it out again. We'll work it slow again, taking it right up near the greenery. No, no takers there. Back out again. Come on, come on. Let's close it out with a fishy. Wow. Slim pickings on this stretch here. Okay, we'll let it sink a little. Nope. Got to get it past that green stuff or I'm going to get clobbered. Let's try it again. That's the nature of the beast here. Persistence. Perseverance. Oh, shoot. Got the line clobbered. Let's make sure I got that clear. Okay. Okay. This is it right here. I can feel it. Next one is a strike right here. Right here. Right here. Nope. 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 All right. Right. This one right here, this one right here. I'm feeling it. Right there, right there. No. Denied. All right, let's try it again. Just need one more. I'm gonna call it. This guy's just got a sacrificial one. Yeah. Where are you guys? Holy cow, where were you? I don't know how many I caught, but now I can't catch anything. All right, let's try it again. Maybe I might find that one that I lost earlier. Okay, let's go back out this way. We're gonna get one, or I'm gonna get one here. I can feel it. It's in the cards. It's in the stars. One more bass to close out the day. All right. Of course, when I go trout fishing and there's like a 5-fish limit here, last 2 trout seem to be the hardest ones to catch. I get 3 right away, and then those last 2 make or break getting the limit. I don't know why. Some days, other days can do no wrong. Okay. I still don't understand where these bass are now. This is the stretch that we were getting some decent hits on too. All right, let's take it back out this way. A bunch of greenery here, so I may have to skip over it. I do see the shadows. Okay. I've gone in the summer where all the fish I've caught have been in the shadow, where there's a tree, and they're just all lurking there. Maybe because it's cooler for some reason, because of the shadow. I don't know. I just noticed that, especially the heat of the day when I've gone out, and I just said, "Hey, I'm gonna go fishing." And I know it's hot. I know it's the noon, but it's the only chance I got. And lo and behold, I'm getting some pretty decent strikes up in the shadowy areas. All right, let's try right here. Let's see if we can close it out right here. Okay. I was getting some pretty decent hits over there on the other side. And I had one briefly over here, closer to the fountain on my left. got two fountains here. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing anything trail. All right, let's get up here. Take it over here to the fountain area. Let it sink a little. All right, let's bring it in. Let's bring it on home. There's a hit. Ah! Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha ha. That last one here, making it tough on me. Looks like he nipped it. Let's see if he'll hit it again. No. All right, let's take it out this way. Let it sink a little. All right, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Come on. No. All right, let's move on. Holy cow, what's it gonna take to get a last one here? All right, let's try it again. I think this is where I had a decent one hit. Maybe he wants to hit it again. Or maybe his buddy. Let it sink. Steady retrieve. Come on. Come on, come on. No. All right, let's take it out that way. Let's see it right here. This was the stretch where I was getting most of my hits last time. Guess things change. Things changing on me. All right, I'm gonna let this one sink a little. Send it over there right on the edge of the foam where the fountain is. See if I can coax one to strike. Oh, there we go. All right. This one, he kind of hit it and hesitated. All right. He's putting a little bend in the rod and got a little, some of the reel clicker going. I got a really light drag because of that 2-pound test. All right. All right. Let's close it out with this guy. Not bad. I lost track of how many I caught and released, but they weren't big, but I'm still in the quantity phase. I mean, yeah, a big one would certainly be cool, but 20, 30, 40, 50 or more, I feel just as good. All right, let me see if I can get this proof ball shot in so I can get a measurement later, and I'll post the results, okay, on the community tab. All right. Well, certainly glad you guys were able to join me today, and well, have a happy Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoying some time out here at Sonic Pond, Sonic Drive-In, the pond next to it, Sonic Pond. All right, and it's a fairly long pond, but narrow, so 2 houses wide versus 15 that way. All right, and it's certainly a fun place to come out and just kind of hang out with some ultralight bait casting gear. So thanks for joining. Until next time, I'll catch y'all later, and good luck and good fishing.